is Tracey from Tea Time with Tracey and Friends. It's early in the morning, it's Sunday morning. I was on YouTube yesterday and I seen this new readathon coming up in May. Squash your series, or squash the series. Let me just think. I made a little note for myself here. Squash that series. I guess Bailey from Bailey Reed has been doing it the past few years, but she's stepping back. She's still part of it, but she's not the one hosting it, I don't believe. Oh my God. Bailey from Bailey Reads. I'll put the cards and the links down below. She does have an announcement video, but she refers you guys to go check out Lizzie from Lizzie's Library Life and Danielle from Danielle Reads. And I watch both of their videos. And this cute little clean sweep, or no, spring cleaning, squash that series thing. It's based off of a house and the theme is spring cleaning. So they made this blueprint. I'll put a graphic up of it here. And isn't it cute? It has a backyard, a bedroom, a closet, a hallway, a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, and, you know, like a normal house. So each one of these houses has some prompts in there. And you can just read. This is not a policed TBR. You can do one book or several books or anything like this. This readathon takes place between May 3rd to the 9th. It's just 1 week. But I'm going to go over some of the prompts. They do have graphics for those too. So here's one picture. And here's the other picture. So you can, it's hard to see here. So I made a Word doc of it so I can actually mention what the prompts are. So you would start off in the backyard if this is what you're interested in. There's read a new series. No, God, it's early in the morning. I haven't even had a whiff off my coffee yet. Read a new release in a series. Most anticipated. Reread a book. And a sequel to a 5-star. So if you just wanted to do one of these, read a new release would have been perfect for me last year because I read Shadow Heart from Cressley Cole, and that was a new release. It just dropped, but yeah. Anyways, for me, I'm going to do one or two from each room. So for the backyard, I have already picked out books that I want to try to accomplish. I probably will not read all of these. Ta-da! I don't have any new releases here, but I did go over the dates of when all of these books were published, and the newest release out of this stack of books that I want to try to tackle, and these are all parts of a series, is Hunting Adeline. I read Haunting Adeline in March. If I read this, that will complete a series. I know there's Where's Molly? That's not part of the series. It's affiliated with the series. I don't have that book. I'm not going out to buy new books. But this is the Cat and Mouse duet by H.D. Carlton. I read Haunting Adeline. This is my newest release out of the books that I want to read. So I would do that. And for a most anticipated, this is 2 in backyard. I'm going overboard because I always go overboard. Out of Time by Beth Flynn. This is book 2 in a trilogy. I read the first book, I think, in February, called 9 Minutes. It's a motorcycle romance, which aren't generally my favorite, but it surprised me so much. I want to continue on with the series. So this won't wrap up a series, but it'll get me one step closer to ending it. I'm not going to really get into what all of these books are about, but I will at some point. I might try to vlog a little bit during this readathon, maybe. I'm not sure. But, yeah, so this isn't a new book, but I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. I tried to get this on my TBR for April already, but it never manifested. So, very anticipated for me. Okay, so then we would move on to the bedroom. The prompts for the bedroom are the lowest rated sequel, And I looked at all of my books that I have here. The lowest rated sequel is Seeds of Yesterday by V.C. Andrews. I know that there's more books in this series. I read the first 3 books in the series, Flowers in the Attic, Petals in the Wind. I forget what the other one is. And then it's Seeds of Yesterday. I only have the first 4 books. My sister and I were reading them. She's already read this. I don't know if I would have, like, if I will continue on. I don't plan on it, honestly. But the rating for this was 3.84. All the rest of them were higher than that. So this is my lowest rated out of the books that I want to read for this readathon. So there's that. And then for the bedroom continued is the longest sequel. And the longest sequel is Haunting Adeline. So you can double up on these prompts, on these things, double up as much as you want. So this is my longest one. This has 649 pages. Lasher has 642. It was close. But I have another book here, Lasher, I really want to read, which will come up later. So I'm doubling up on that, on the bedroom. Okay, so we'll move on to the closet. The prompts for the closet are the longest owned. And I would say the longest owned is Lasher. I have all of the Vampire Chronicles, or Chronicles of the Vampire. And I have all the Mayfair Witches books, and I've carried them around for years. I've read some of the, like the vampire ones. I read The Witching Hour, I forget if it was last month or the month before. That's a monster of a book, 1,038 pages. This isn't as long. Anyways, I would say this, out of the books that I have picked, I've had this book the longest. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, longest owned. That's what I'm on. The next prompt for the closet is random generated. I'm not doing anything for that. I forget what they mentioned about that. I believe you generate all the series you're in the middle of and either do a spinner wheel or a number, and do it that way. I'm not doing that, but another one for the closet, read a secondhand book. 98% of my books are secondhand. All of these books are secondhand, except one here that will come up. I just need to turn my phone off for a second. All right, I need to have a snort off. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. It's more like a soup bowl. Okay. So secondhand book. I'm using this for double down on that. And again, for the closet, series you own multiple books from. Well, this has lots of books in the series. This has lots of books in, well, I read the first 3. I've already read them. The rest of them, not as many. But again, that can fall under that. Okay, let's move on to the hallway, because the hallway is a dirty bugger. Okay, the first prompt is finish your oldest series. I'm not taking part in that one because I finished a series last month. That was the Immortals After Dark one, or at least read it up until all the books are released. I am slowly working on Laura Lee's Breed series. I read book 27 out of 33 this month. There's multiple series that I'm in, but I'm not going to use this readathon to finish up those. I'm trying to do these books. The last book you have to catch up on. This would be the last book I have to catch up on. So these fall under it. Seeds of Yesterday, Haunting Adeline. This is another book I'd like to accomplish. Return to the Black Farm. I read the Black Farm, I think, in February or March or January, sometime in the new year, this first quarter. It's a duet. If I finish this, that's the last book I have to finish up on. So if I do any of those, I complete that prompt. Finish a series you recently started. Well, this, so Return to the Black Farm, Haunting Adeline. I started this series this year, I think in January, I think. So I'm continuing on with it. So it's not finishing, but it's working on it. Another series I want to binge are the Chronicles of Narnia. I read the first 3 books in this series. There's 7 books in the series, so I have 4 left to do. They're middle grade books. I could fly through this if I dedicate a day to do that. And I started this year. So all of like those 4 authors' books would qualify for that. Finish a series I've started recently. Yeah. And the last prompt for Hallway is finish a series you are closest to finishing. Again, those same ones. The Narnia, Beth Flynn, H.D. Carlton, or Elias Withrow. Read any of those and I will finish the series, except for the Beth Flynn one. Okay, let's move on to the kitchen. The kitchen always stays dirty, doesn't it? Jeepers creepers. I live in a house of monsters. And I clean the kitchen probably 3 or 4 times a friggin' day. Okay, the prompts for kitchen are consider DNFing. I struggle with DNFing. I do. I step away from books, but I come back. It's not an official DNF, even if I don't like it. So I need to take that into perspective. One, I did think about DNFing at some point in my reading journey. Last year I read the first 4 books of this series. These books are from the 80s. They're classified as YA, I believe. And they're very inappropriate. And I like inappropriate. I like disturbing. I like crazy. I like all that stuff. And that's fine. The first book and the second book, outrageous. But I liked it. The third book kind of got on my nerves because the characters got so much on my nerves. Oh my goodness. But maybe that's what it was supposed to do. So I'm like, I'm stepping back, even though I only have 1 book left to read till my version of this series is done. I considered DNFing this and never reading it again. The only thing that really pushed me to do this is my sister and I were reading the first 4 books of this series, and she already read this one. So, you know, being sisters, we need to stick together, and I'll see where this goes. So, yeah. Anyways, I did consider DNFing this, and the next prompt is a previous DNF. This is kind of a DNF. Wasn't like, oh, I'm never reading it. I did plan on reading it, but I just had to step away because it was on my nerves. So this kind of falls under that umbrella. I think I read the first 3 books. I was done by the fall, so it's been months. But let me just eat this and be done with. Okay, we'll go to the living room. Oh no, the dining room. You're in my dining room right now. Okay, finish a series you have 3 or more books left in. So this would be like, you know, focusing just on one series, unless you can do more. This falls under that. So I have 4 more books left to read in this. Boris. Yes, good morning. He got a haircut the other day. He's all skunt. Anyways, this would be, I'm sorry, the glare. I have 3 or more books left in this series, so I think I could do this. Don't lick my boob. Oh, another series I want. Well, the next prompt in the dining room is binge an entire series. I'm going to use an audiobook series for this. What is it? Okay, I read the first book this month. It's called, oh gosh, I forget. It's The Wolf Hotel series by K.A. Tucker. I'll put up the first book right here. And anyways, I never bought these audiobooks. They're with the Audible catalog. So I thought there was a prompt about reading a borrowed book. There might be. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm kind of antisocial. So I know, although I am subscribed to Audible, I did not pay for this book. So it's kind of like a borrowed book. Anyways, I read the first book this month. And the audiobooks are only like 4 or 5 hours. They're not long at all. I listen to much faster than one speed. And yes, I do retain the information. And I read the book just like I'm watching a movie. My mind works way faster than my mouth and my eyes. I love physical reading the most though, but I don't have those books. So I could spend one day and binge that whole series, and that would accomplish that prompt. Okay, so now we'll go to the living room. Read a sequel that counts for another challenge. I'm doing several challenges this year. I've never done any challenges, but I jumped on my horse and wanted to try all these year-long readathons. So I'm taking part in the literary diversion. Winn from Literary Diversions. I love her. She has the bingo board from hell. And one of the prompts is finish 12 series. I've finished 3 series this year so far. So this would qualify for that readathon. Boris, that's enough foolishness. Just give me a minute. No. You're licking my boob again. This. Yeah, there was another book I have here. What was I going to use that for? Another book I was going to use is Justin Cronin's The City of Mirrors. I have notes here. Where did I have that? Oh, in the hallway. Finish a series you recently started. I started this trilogy this year too. This boy, I'm telling you. So this could fall under some of those prompts. So, anyways, then some general rules. The general rules. Focus on one room or do a clean sweep. Oh, for goodness sakes, I can't talk. Focus on one room or a clean sweep, which is one from each room. I'm going to try to do a clean sweep. I'm going to try. This is going to be an audio heavy week for me. 2, double up as much as you want. I'm doing that, baby. 3, DNFs are welcomed. Good to know. Good to know. 4, fill the prompts with sequels. Try to avoid first books in series. Like, don't start new series if you can help it. Understandable. Because we want to squash the series we're already in. So, anyways, I don't know if I will finish all of these books. I am going to try. I do have this. Seeds of Yesterday is on Everand. I read all the rest paperback, but Seeds of Yesterday is on Everand. Haunting Adeline, I used an audio credit last year sometime when I bought the book. I was like, oh, I'll try to do one of those immersive readings. Anyways, never listened to it. So that would be one. Out of Time is on Everand. That whole trilogy is. So I'm not sure about Justin Cronin's series. Narnia, I'm sure I could probably find on YouTube, honestly. So I'm going to do audio heavy that week. And what I can read physically, I have a lot going on that week too, but I like a challenge. And oh, he just burped on my hand, boy. Anyways, that's all. I just wanted to share because I was really excited when I seen that readathon one I'm actually interested in and I think I could do. And even if I don't finish all of this readathon, I might continue to finish all of these this month. I'm still doing a monthly TBR game and all that stuff, but I just wanted to get this filmed and ready and out there, and I'm excited. And I want to thank Bailey and Lizzie and Danielle for, putting this out in the world so we can tackle these things in a fun way and squash these series. So with that, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love you. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you soon. Bye. Boink.